There's no doubt. I was pretty pissed off at Microsoft for years. Honestly, who goes multi-years without releasing a AAA exclusive? Well, the good news is I'm past all that. Microsoft is past all that. We've moved on. If you're still talking about it, it's a you problem nonetheless. With that being said, I just kind of wanted to say that for me, I understand that making video games is tough, right? And I think that I probably underestimated that for years. You just kind of take it for granted, especially when you're in your 20s and 30s. You know, making a game or having a game take a certain amount of time really doesn't mean much to you as a person. Now, this is interesting to me because Microsoft tends to be doing some amazing things right now, right this second, despite the fact that they haven't really released much in quite a while, almost half a year. So this is very surprising to me, and I'm sure a lot of people are very, very much surprised to see how well Xbox is actually doing. Listen, I didn't expect them to take off this generation as quick as they did, mainly because they did have a little bit of a slower start in terms of their first-party AAA output. So for me personally, I find it to be a little bit surprising. Some other people probably maybe won't be as surprised, but nonetheless, it does make you wonder what's going to happen when the big games are actually there and ready. You know, I think that we're going to see a big shift, even more so than we're already seeing in the pro Xbox camp. It doesn't mean anything negative for PlayStation per se. This is the thing that I have trouble getting across to people, right? So I'll say something along the lines of, wow, Xbox is literally having their best, ever success in their history. And people will go, PlayStation has all kinds of problems with, supply and demand, and they can't make enough. And I sit there with the puzzled look on my face going, who the hell said anything about PlayStation? I just said Xbox is having their most success that they've ever had. Literally couldn't have anything less to do with PlayStation. Now, with that being said, I understand that there is people that are going to not be okay with Xbox having success. You're just eventually going to have to learn to take it almost like this sort of way. So maybe you like McDonald's. McDonald's is your favorite thing. So does that mean that Burger King is gone or Wendy's is gone? No, they coexist. There could be more than one thing. So just because PlayStation is number one, numero uno, doesn't mean that Xbox can't exist and also be successful. Trust me, Wendy's is successful. Burger King is successful. These companies that aren't McDonald's can still come into that area and be successful. Now, for factual, Xbox just had its best March in sales. The NPD came out on their record. On their record. Think about that for a second. Their biggest month ever. Biggest month. Crazy. According to the latest monthly sales report from market research firm NPD, Xbox outperformed its previous sales high in March 2011 in units and March 2014 in dollars. Xbox Series X and S was the best-selling console platform of both March 2022 and the first quarter in dollars, while Switch led unit sales in March and during the first 3 months of the year. Xbox sales in March in Europe were higher than those in PS5 for the first time in February, however, and the Series X and S were the top-selling consoles in the UK in March. While Xbox Series X and S and PS5 have been available for nearly 18 months, both continue to suffer from stock issues as well as a global chip shortage. Although in recent months, Microsoft's console has been more readily available than Sony's. Last week, Xbox Games Marketing General Manager Aaron Greenberg endorsed VG Chart's figures suggesting Xbox Series X and S consoles have sold 13.87 million units in 17 months compared to the 9.38 million units that the Xbox 360 console sold at the same stage. Now, I don't verify or back all of that, but what I do back is the fact that, if you're a Star Wars fan, you're like, ee. But anyway, what I actually do kind of back up is the fact that after the first year, Xbox Series X and S are ahead of any other Xbox, which previously the high point was the Xbox One, which had 12 million after year one. So you knew that the Series X and S was past that point as of December of last year. So all these extra months are just cake on the ice cream. So I mean, again, it's fantastic to see that they're doing well. Literally has nothing to do with PlayStation whatsoever, but it's just nice to see it. Of course, the Xbox 360 would go on to become Microsoft's best-selling console to date, with 84 million units shipped. Elden Ring was the best-selling game for the second month running in the US in March. Having made a blockbuster start at US retail in February, From Software's game held off competition from new entries Gran Turismo 7 and Kirby to take March's chart at the top of the charts as well. Elden Ring remains the top-selling game of 2022 so far, and is now second best-selling over a 12-month period ending March, only trailing Call of Duty Vanguard overall. Other new entries include MLB The Show at number 4, WWE 2K22 at number 7, Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin at number 10, Tiny Tina's Wonderland at 11, Ghostwire Tokyo at 12, and Triangle Strategy at number 16. So the main thing that I kind of take from this is gaming is doing good. There's still supply shortages, but that realistically doesn't have anything to do with how well or how bad Xbox is doing, to be honest with you. Xbox doing well, I think, is a huge high point for the industry because we need the competition. And when competition is good, I feel like, us gamers get all the benefits from that. We're the ones that actually get the payoff. We're the ones that actually get anything out of this because let's just be real about it. Microsoft selling well is going to cause Sony to go out there and try even harder. And that's exactly what we need to see. We love to see like the competition and things like that spark between Microsoft and Sony. It just goes to show that things are never really over, and you can always go back home. That's the thing that I kind of wanted to get out there. I honestly think that we're seeing some of the most fantastic competition between Microsoft and Sony that we've seen in, a very long time. So, bravo to Microsoft for going out there and, doing a great thing, doing a great job with the Xbox. I think that most people are probably pretty surprised by how quickly they've managed to rebound this generation. And again, I kind of state this because it's always a little bit shocking when you think about it. To be honest with you, Microsoft, they haven't really come out with it. I mean, yeah, Halo was big, and the actual Forza Horizon 5 was pretty big, but they haven't really launched much else in between those times or since that particular point. So people must really be into sort of what's going on with Xbox in general, and I gotta say, I'm with it. I want to see Xbox be successful. I like PlayStation as well, but it just is really nice to see Microsoft fight their way back after all the BS they had to go through, man. I mean, it's just such a great thing, such a great feeling to know that they've kind of managed to come back and fight their way back into people's hearts as gamers. That's what we see, from gamers right now, is that they're very much forgiving of Xbox, of Microsoft, and it's just been such a fantastic thing to see them kind of come back. Everybody loves a comeback story. Let me know what you guys think. I'm the Crap Gamer, and this was Crap Gamer Reviews. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video, rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Thanks for watching. Crap Gamer out.